Hello and welcome back once again for more Terraria 1.4 Summoner Series. So before we talk about the Slime King fight here that just kind of got started, let me discuss why I sound so low with a very soft voice. This actually is taking place late at night, so I'm keeping my voice down so that way I don't disturb anybody. So you just get the ASMR voice, the very calm and collected growls in the background. So yeah, we're doing this fight right now because I opened a chest and I have not done the King Slime fight yet. So yeah, this is kind of a surprise, but I just backed myself into a corner. This is not good. Let's not die back here, shall we? As I very calmly try to get out of the way, and I still take damage for it, but we try to survive in a very peaceful and orderly kind of way. As we almost have the Slime King down. There we go. Slime King, King Slime. Either way, it goes both ways, and it just goes dead. So there's that. But yes, today we are going to take on Skeletron and get into the dungeon, hopefully. So enough about this. Let's go ahead and get right to it. So what do you think about my voiceover? Do you like how I'm nice and low and calm? Does this voice soothe you? Does it relax you? Or does it just annoy you? Let me know down below in the comments because I love to hear from you. And right about now, we are not ready for Skeletron apparently. So we're just waiting for the old man to be ready. He's not ready at any just time. He's got to be at just the right time. Oh, actually, it's past 7:30 p.m., but unfortunately, I don't have the right watch, so there we go. All right, now we're ready. Let's get this party started. Of course, we had to go ahead and get the imp staff the last time around to prepare for this, so that way we make sure to do extra damage. So this time around, as a summoner in expert mode, I want to bring down those hands at an equal time, or at least roughly around the same time. But it's not going to be easy because we're a summoner. So with that, let's go ahead and try to do all the dodging we can. But we do have a whip, and I am appreciative of the whip, of course. The whip does help out, since before we didn't have anything, to try to do some damage here. This could be a long fight, because even with the summons, we're still doing... we're still not doing a whole lot of damage, and you kind of don't want to deal with that. So I was able to actually reforge all my accessories to warding for extra protection, which of course is always good, always needed. And we're getting a little out of bounds here with the hands, so let's make sure we keep that somewhat balanced, because I don't want to see the little skeleton heads, skulls. That's what they are. They're not skeleton heads, they're skulls, as I continue to mess that up. Yeah, so anyway, let's try to bring them down so the skulls, the flying skulls, aren't out of hand. There we go. So yes, this is definitely a new take on the video series, and I promise the next episode we will be back to normal. So I'm trying to record these in blocks, that way we have content on the channel throughout the weekend into the week. I hope you guys enjoy the series. A lot of you seem to be enjoying it. Thank you again for tuning in. I really greatly appreciate it. I hope that you guys, whether it's being entertained or maybe learning something new, get something out of this series. That's truly my one goal in all of this. And right about now in this video, my goal is to stay far away from him. Oh, never mind. There goes the flying skulls. And we have one hand down. Do we have one hand down? Hold on. Get back over here. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe my eyes are going up on me. No, it looks like we have one hand down. Let's get that other one down, shall we? So that way we can go ahead and get to the skull. We are making pretty good time, so we should be able to defeat him in this fight. Also, I don't have a pop filter on this mic, but I don't know why I said that. So there we go. More useless information brought to you by Graz. Now, we are almost there. If we can just get to it. Get to it. I know godly is not the appropriate prefix for the whip. We will get that fixed in due time, but right now it does the job. Alright, plenty of skull spinning action from Skeletron. It's fantastic. He loves it. I don't. It all works together. But trying to dodge these flying skulls could be a little bit tricky depending on how if we can stay enough distance away from him. Yikes. Okay. Maybe doing this isn't the most easiest thing late at night, but we can do it. So let's do it. Alright. This is definitely a new take on recording videos. So maybe we won't be doing this all the time, but really must get content out. Whether it's good or funny or just awkward, mainly awkward in this situation. Alright. Alright, much better time around this time. Things are looking good. I think we got this fight in the bag. It's still a challenging fight regardless. This is expert mode, and it's much different than it is on normal, so again, still does a good amount of damage, but we have our potions, our endurance, our iron skin, regeneration, good things like that. So with iron skin and endurance, I'm not taking as much damage as I could. That's why I always recommend, if you're having an issue with the boss, go with iron skin and endurance. That way, it kind of balances out the damage you take, and you're not absorbing a whole ton and losing a lot of life. Okay, good run at that one. We actually had a lot of... we actually kind of threaded the needle on that one. Again, I wish this whip was a little bit better. Again, we don't get a whip upgrade until we get one that drops off of the wall of flesh, so we still have a ways to go. But after Skeletron, we're kind of going to be very close to that. And speaking of after Skeletron, we should be coming up on that point here in just a few minutes, if that. Very low on health. So let's not... Oof, I don't know how I avoided that. It was a little risque. A little risque. That wasn't... I got a hit off of that. That was just dumb. But we should be wrapping this fight up here in under a minute. It's getting close. Very close. And then after that, we'll do exploring the dungeon, because some of you... well, most of you probably already know. There we go. It's officially gone. There's not much I really need from Skeletron, though. So, yeah. Not really all that impressed. Not really. What we really need from the dungeon are 2 tables. We need the bewitching table for summoning, of course. We get an extra summons. We need the alchemy table for potions. Of course, that's another big one. And I would like to get the cobalt shield, because that actually helps prevent knockback. And it'll play a role at certain points. So it's good to have on standby just in case we get into a tough situation and we need that prevention against knockback. That's pretty much the goal here. I don't really need much else. I mean, there's some things I could farm for, but the dungeon's a little bit different now. Like, as I was going back and saying before, for a lot of you probably already know by now, the dungeon's been reworked, so it's a little bit more dangerous now. And on medium core, that could be a very big hazard, because if you fall on the wrong block, if you step on the wrong area, which we'll see down here, you'll probably fall through into a trap. It's actually much more dangerous now with traps. So there's these blocks that if you walk on, they crumble, or if you jump on, or you hit them with a pickaxe. Basically, any interaction with the block can cause it to break. Now that we got rid of him, and not much really use, but we'll just take it all anyway, because why not? Alright, these are pretty long shafts and hallways so far. Not much really going on. There is our bottom. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Now we have these bricks, and you see, as soon as you touch them, they collapse. Sometimes they lead to a hallway, sometimes they lead to a trap, sometimes they're just, you don't know. And that's the tricky thing, especially on medium core, because if you fall into a pit and die, getting your material back can be quite difficult, to say the least. Oh, there we go. But so far for this, it looks like it's just a corridor, which can be fine for now, but it can be misleading. Have to be very diligent going down these steps, because you don't know where it will end up. Again, my only goal here is to get the 2 tables and the cobalt shield. So we'll see how that shakes down, because this is a major, major hassle right now. Yeah, I'm going to go back and store the stuff really, really quick before dying, if I do. Okay, we're back to the dangerous dungeon. Also got to be very mindful of any other traps that may be around here, because again, this area is much more dangerous than it once was. And unlike a lot of other Terraria YouTubers, I'm kind of taking my time into this. I know a lot of people are showing off a lot of the new content and all, which is really cool. I'm just kind of enjoying the moment right about now. So yeah, for those who may be following me for news and updates, I apologize for the slow lack of information out there, but I've just been kind of enjoying this. And everything's been, well, been kind of fun. I've been enjoying myself playing Terraria so far. So yeah, I probably should have been doing more updates and discussing these things earlier, but I do have to admit, one of the new features, I like what they've done with the dungeon. Even though on a medium core character, it's quite painful and could be quite disastrous. Either way, let's go ahead and clear through this hallway. See if there's anything else to get. We may get lucky, we may get boned, I don't know. Either way, it's worth an exploration to see what we get. because we do have needs and we must see if they can be met. Thankfully, there we go. We run into the other hallway. And not to you, not to the skeleton. We'll find plenty of those down here, without a doubt. But we need to get a few tables. So what do we have? Okay, biome chest. Nothing wrong with a little Halo bio chest. Even though we don't have a key for that just yet. But here we have our traps. We have our spinning ball, of course, which is just there, hanging out. There seems to be another room. Hey, there's the mechanic. Be kind of nice to get the mechanic, wouldn't it? Let's go over there and let's untie her. Let's unfree her. Unfree. Where'd that come from? Let's free her up and get her out of this nonsense because it's a little crazy in here. Hopefully she doesn't die due to all these spikes. Hopefully this isn't a trap room that's going to kill me. Either way, we need to unfree the mechanic. And I think from what I see in this video, that looks like spiked, or excuse me, rather trapped blocks over there. They look very weak and unsustainable, so that's going to be interesting. We better be careful where we tread. Okay. And yeah, she's not at all happy to be in here. No wonder. Who would want to be in the dungeon? Especially with all these critters going around. Let's not walk on some of that stuff, shall we? Hopefully skeletons don't knock me into it either. There we go. Yeah, let's avoid that, because that is a total trap there. And of course, I don't think there's anything I need just yet. We can always come back, get that later, and we'll worry about it from there, of course. Now we got all these critters coming down here too. And we're kind of a sitting duck in this room. So yeah, we may not want to linger around here too much. Not really anything I need, like I said, right now. We can always do that later. Ooh, I totally forgot about the bricks. How bad is it? I just told you guys, but thankfully it was just to a hallway. So yeah, that could have been a whole lot worse. Alright, now that that's exposed. That was unplanned for. I totally forgot. How bad is that? But at least it's down to another hallway where it's, well, a lot of skeletons. So let's just kind of clear these critters out. There's both tables we need. There's the bewitching table first, and then there's the alchemy table second, right next to that spike ball trap. So we can actually go ahead and collect them at the same time if these skeletons will kind of chill out here a little bit. But yeah, that's both of what we need. That is perfect. That is perfect. And because I'm recording late at night, if this sounds a little bit different with the popping noise too, that's because I didn't have a chance to put my pop filter on. So we're kind of going with that, and it's not good. Again, we are doing all kinds of things with this video. Lovely. Actually, thankfully, there is a lot of health down here, so if we can get a chance, I would love to get that health. I would just love to get that health. Come on. There we go. Okay, that does help. A little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. It's better than nothing. So, if this skeleton could just potentially... Oh no, here they all come. This is going to be the thing. This is going to be the thing right here. No matter what you're doing here, they're going to keep on coming. Leave me alone. There we go. Thank you. Plenty of bones. Also, we can also... there's also some crafting to be done with them bones, too. So I think we're going to be doing something with that in the future. Maybe not right now, but in the future. Get out of here. Get out of here. Of course, as soon as I'm going to get these tables, they're not going to let me do it. Isn't that so the dungeon, though? Isn't that so the dungeon? Because as soon as you get comfortable, as soon as you see something you need, you're going to get bombarded by this nonsense. Oh, man. Let me over there. Just let me mine the spikes so I can get over there. I should probably be using a staff like that. There we go. So I don't look so silly. And then I need you to go too, please. I need you to go too. So many hit points. Alright, so either way, yeah, go play with him. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Play with him. Keep him occupied. Just keep him off my case. I need to get these tables. So I'm getting these tables, and I am getting the heck out of here. I just want to get these tables back, set up, do whatever with them. Just get them back, because I don't want to die while losing these. Bewitching table is nice. And so is alchemy table. That's great for potions. Nice. Very, very, very good. All right, and of course, there we go now. I don't want to get swarmed down here. And of course... Come on. Oh, now you're going to start jumping around. I don't know. The uneasiness feeling is coming around now. So we got the slime. Can we get a key from that slime? Because that'd be great. Uh-oh, here they're all coming out now. Under half health. Never mind. So much for that. The video's over, but there's more where that came from. Be sure to subscribe for more Terraria Let's Plays, Top 5s, and other videos as well as we cover different titles. You can click on one of the videos here for more. Be sure to rate this video accordingly as it helps the channel out greatly. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time.